Alright guys, so one thing I didn't talk about with 75 Hard the other day, my last video, was the diet part of it. You're supposed to follow any diet as long as you're following a diet. I have macros from a coach. So, this is my breakfast. It is delicious. That looks like a pile of whatever, but it's actually amazing. So I got the eggs on there, talking about this stuff. Laughing Cow cheese, love this stuff. The macros are great. It just adds something to that sandwich. I either make it on a multi-grain 100 calorie, it's the light ones of these English muffins, or on a bagel fin, which I found these last year, and oh my gosh, they were amazing, and I love bagels. That's another thing. They only have them in like the plain ones here. I was able to find them in South Dakota as everything bagels, but this everything bagel seasoning, or everything but the bagel seasoning if you're getting it at Trader Joe's or whatever, is amazing and helps a ton with that. Makes it taste just like an everything bagel. And next to my lovely egg sandwich breakfast, I of course have my reds and greens. I've started trying to take these every morning, or drink them every morning before I have my coffee. It's not really an issue of when you have them, you just need to have them. But I like to have them before my coffee as kind of a, alright, you're doing the healthy thing first, then you get to have your coffee afterwards. And that way I just don't forget to take them later on in the day. Just make it part of my morning routine, and then it's not an issue to remember as we go along. I like to make mine and put ice in there. I put a little extra water in it, throw some ice in there. It's basically like having some juice with my breakfast. It is time for our 45-minute walk. I am taking the little old lady today because it is sunny and it's warm out and she's not going to get all gross. But it is a hot one, so I'm going to let her walk as far as she wants to walk, and then I brought her stroller. It's so cute. I'll show you guys later. We might already be starting to get tired. I have to keep telling her, hey, we gotta keep moving. Come on, buddy, you got this. And she slows down and she like smells stuff when she gets tired. It's so funny. There are some ducks just chilling. We are already too tired to keep walking, so we're in our stroller. Look how happy she is. She's like, yes, please, I'm finally in my stroller. We just stopped like right back there around the corner to look at those ducks. She's so happy to be in her stroller. She's like, thank you, Mom. I'm so tired. Can you say hi? Oh, you're so sweet. What a good girl. All right, let's continue. So, sorry guys, but I ate my lunch without telling you guys what it was. And I realized that like an hour after I ate it. Oops. But anyway, so I had a sandwich because in the summertime, I don't like being like made hot by my food after I've already been warm, you know. Anyway, so a cold meat sandwich is what I kind of like to have. So I had a smoked turkey sandwich. The meat is all gone, so I can't show you the meat. But it was the smoked turkey from Hillshire Farm, I believe. For the bread, I normally just have, well, what I used to have was the Sara Lee Delightful wheat bread. But I can't seem to find that in Maryland. I don't know if they just don't make it out here or what, but I was kind of upset. But I found this replacement. Not super happy that it's white bread because I just like wheat bread better. Some people think I'm nuts, like my boyfriend. He likes white bread, but anyway. But it has very similar macros to that. I also found this reduced fat provolone cheese at Lidl, or Little, however you pronounce it. I throw mustard on there. I have this light, I can't get it right now, light mayo that I get from Walmart. It has pretty decent macros. I only ever use the like one serving anyway. I don't need a ton of it. I recently started putting jalapenos and banana peppers and on my sandwiches, and then pickles. And I'll normally put a little bit of lettuce on there for some volume. I also like to have some fruit with that sandwich, so I had an orange today. Sometimes, depending on what I have, I had pineapple yesterday, or just kind of depends on what fruit I ended up buying. It's snack time, so I'm gonna make some egg whites with some fat-free cheddar cheese in there and some seasonings of sorts for a little afternoon snack. Hey everybody, so this is not the workout that I planned on recording. I was actually going to record an upper body day, which you will see later. But I wanted to include this video because I was, number one, trying for a PR of 210 for 2. And the first attempt at this was a failure. I made it up in the first rep and not back up in the second rep. But I wanted to add it to show that it's cool to fail at the first time. You just gotta try again, and show how to safely fail. But I also included the video of me actually hitting that because I wasn't about to let that first set be my only attempt. So I gave myself 5 to 6 minutes and then tried again, and I was successful. I didn't go as deep in these squats as I would like to, but it was more about just getting the weight back up. So to start off this upper body day, we did a flat bench on the Smith machine. I only bench on the Smith machine for safety reasons. My left arm, it's kind of like if you tried to hold weight above your head on the end of a stick. Not very stable and kind of scary, to say the least. But I did 3 sets of 3 at 80, and then I did 2 sets of 6, 1 at 55 and 1 at 60. The 80 was a little rough that day, but we made it through. So the next exercise was also on the Smith machine, again for the same safety reasons. I had incline bench this time, and I did 4 sets of 4 at 70 pounds, I believe. This was probably the heaviest I'd ever gone on incline bench, and you can see it in my face. But it wasn't too terrible. Give myself the rest and everything that I needed, and it actually felt really good by the time I was done. I'm pretty sure people hate when I do this day at the gym because I just monopolize the Smith machine for like the first hour of my workout, because the next exercise is also on the Smith machine. It is overhead press. I can do these without the Smith machine. I can do like a 20-pound bar, but this is just safer, and I feel like I can actually push the weight rather than being worried that I'm going to drop it on my head. I did 4 sets of 15 at 20 pounds here. I'm not sure if this Smith machine has that extra weight on top of it, but I put 20 pounds on there. The next exercise was face pulls. I did 4 sets of 10. I keep these around 35, 40 pounds. I'm really focused on form and pulling my shoulder blades together. I don't really do them so much for my back, although they help a lot with all those muscles on your back, but I feel them a lot in my upper bicep, and this movement is especially important for my left upper bicep because when I'm doing dumbbell curls, which you'll see soon here, my arm doesn't bend as far as it should. It stops at about 90 degrees. I think the elbow just kind of got offset when it was forming. So I do those, and I feel them in my upper bicep a little bit better on my left arm there, and then my the curls hit that lower and middle bicep. I can't really hold the weight up and slowly bring it down. That would be like 2 pounds of weight probably, but it has to do with like leverages. My part of my forearm that is inside of my prosthetic is about 4 inches long, and it doesn't feel good to hold weight on the end of it, to be honest. Pretend like if you want to try it, I guess, get a stick and try and pick up a weight and only hold it with like 2 or 3 fingers. and you can't choke up on the stick. You have to hold it at the end of the stick and everything. That's kind of what it feels like to hold weight at the end. But I don't want to short my left arm and not curl the same weight, so I do that. Hey guys, so out on the 45-minute walk, as you can tell it's nighttime. You can probably hear a lot of nighttime noises. But I just wanted to hop on and tell this story and hopefully encourage some people. So I'm in the gym, lifting, right, and I'm doing RDLs, and I'm getting really frustrated because my arm keeps sliding off. I just failed some deadlifts before, and I'm like trying not to cry and like going through some stuff. That day, it was just a bad day. So trying not to bawl my eyes out in the gym, and this gym worker starts walking over me, and I'm like, crap, what do I do now? Like, is he gonna yell at me? I'll just be a cherry on top, right? So he comes over, and I take my headphone off, and he goes, so hey, I just wanted to like tell you that you really inspire me, and like the amount of bravery it takes for you to come in here and put in all the work, like you're working really hard and all this stuff. And he was super awkward about it, and I just thanked him, and I said, like, thank you, that means a lot to me, right? So the point of that story was, one, it was funny. Two, if you see something in somebody that inspires you, or you like about them, or they look like they're having a bad day, I encourage you to go and tell them that thing, or just check on them if they're having a bad day. But I really encourage people to point out those things that inspire you in other people. But that was all I wanted to say. Have a great night. I'm going to finish this walk. I will catch you in the next video.